In this podcast episode, I'm going to explain the step number 6, prepare your pitch for the job interview, of the 7-step method Fastlane to the Perfect Job I have developed to maximize the success of my coaching clients. If you haven't watched the pilot episode yet, in which I give an overview of the whole approach, I recommend watching that episode first before coming back to this one. You will find the link to it in the video description. Hello and welcome to my podcast channel. I'm Michael Kaiser. I work as an international career coach and I help managers and specialists get the job they want with a new employer abroad. When you prepare for your job interview, collect all the information needed to present the following 5 aspects. Number 1, that you are already somewhat familiar with the hiring company. Number 2, that you understand the open position, its tasks, and especially how to be successful in it. Number 3, that your career to date provides an excellent basis for this. This functions as proof of your competence. Number 4, that you will personally benefit from the new job. This functions as proof of your motivation. And number 5, that you will make a significant contribution to the success of the company already in the near future. Does that sound familiar to you? Yes, it's exactly the same list I already mentioned in step number 5, build the pitch to the open position with a cover letter. So the pitch you need to present in the job interview follows the same principles as for your cover letter, but in the job interview you need to go into much more detail for each aspect. Unlike your CV or resume, which is primarily intended to pique the reader's curiosity, this is now about clarifying all open questions concerning your suitability with a positive outcome. Pay particular attention to this if the other side does not, because anything that is still unclear after the interview is usually little in your favor. What awaits you in the actual conversation can be divided into 2 possible scenarios. The first is that you get lucky and encounter an experienced and well-prepared hiring manager. This person will create a pleasant atmosphere right from the start, has read your documents in full and written down relevant questions, will give you enough opportunities to present your suitability, and, last but not least, will openly address any concerns they may have and allow you to refute them. You've guessed it. Unfortunately, this kind of interviewer is rather the exception than the rule. This has to do with the fact that most managers don't conduct job interviews often and are therefore pretty inexperienced as well. So the other scenario is just the complete opposite. In fact, you cannot rely on that the hiring side A has read your documents completely, B has understood them correctly, and C is prepared for the interview with you on this basis. Apart from this, many managers don't even know what the appropriate questions for their decision making should be. As a result, the individual interviews they conduct tend to take an accidental and therefore often dissatisfactory route. This, of course, only describes 2 extremes. Real situations usually fall somewhere in the gray area in between, although, unfortunately, often on its lower end. How it will be in your specific case, you will only find out during the interview. Therefore, it is important that you are always ready to actively influence the course of the conversation and not leave it up to chance. You do this by ensuring that the interview goals relevant to both sides are achieved by the end of the interview. This requires you to find the right moments to get across all the relevant information regarding the 5 aspects I've mentioned, even if you cannot deliver them in the form of a perfect pitch, because the other side doesn't ask you relevant questions in a sensible order. Presenting yourself in this manner will not only maximize the chance of becoming the candidate of choice, but also get you in the best position to negotiate a great salary. I'll explain how to do this as the final step of the method in the next episode. By the way, it is advisable to prepare for the salary negotiation already when you prepare for the job interview, unless you know that the salary will not be discussed until a later stage. Of course, there is much more to it. please benefit from the detailed instructions on the subject that are part of my free extensive online guide, Race to the Perfect Job. You can discover there, for example, how to present your soft skills in situations like this convincingly and receive many further tips and tricks. You will find the link to this part of my guide in the video description. Or if you would like me to help you with your job search in person as a professional career coach, I'll be very happy to support you. If this is of interest to you, go to my website and click on the big button to apply for a free orientation call with me. In this call, we will analyze your current situation and needs in detail, and we will also find out how I can help you best to reach your goals fast. There's also our LinkedIn group for managers and specialists on the way to their dream job abroad, where you can network with others on this wonderful journey and receive further tips and tricks on the matter several times a week. If you're not a member yet, we hope to welcome you today. If you haven't subscribed to this podcast channel yet, now is the perfect time to do so. Make sure to also activate the bell in order not to miss out on any new episodes in the future. I'd appreciate it a lot if you leave me a like, as this helps others to discover this channel as well. And please leave me a comment with your thoughts, questions and suggestions for future episodes. That's it for today. As always, I wish you the very best for your job search abroad, and I'll be back here very soon.